Despite both the stock market and the crypto market nearing multi-year lows, there are still major players in the space like Jim Cramer that are urging investors to exit out of crypto and similar assets and saying that it is never too late to sell. Now, it doesn't take a genius to understand the concept of buy low and sell high and not sell low and buy high, but yet here we have big players in the space recommending what many investors should likely do the opposite of. In fact, this has become so popular that there's even a theory named after Jim Cramer called the inverse Cramer theory. Now, today I want to talk about why I think no one should be selling at near multi-year lows. In fact, I think that the idea of selling any asset that you believe in long-term at multi-year lows is quite the bad idea. And despite all of this news, there are still millions and millions of dollars flooding into the world of crypto, and I want to show just a few examples today. So to start things off, we've already briefly mentioned this, but Binance deploys a near $1 billion ecosystem fund for the entire world of crypto. And Gate.io is actually doing something similar with a $100 million fund. Now, when it comes to the terms of actual fundraising and capital raising, Bitwave just raised $15 million. Jack Dorsey-backed East African Bitcoin miner Gridless just raised $2 million. Ramp just raised $70 million. The eco-friendly crypto IMPT or IMPT just hit a $14 million raise. And finally, Matter Labs, the company behind ZK Sync, just raised $200 million to scale Ethereum. Now, I know what you're saying. Brendan, this is hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars that all were just published, let it be known, in the last 30 days or so. So all the articles that I just pulled up were from the last 30 day or last month or so, give or take just a little bit. But what we have here is millions and potentially billions of dollars continuing to pour into crypto funding. Yet here we have major players in the space like CNBC's Jim Cramer urging investors to exit crypto, saying that it's never too late to sell. Now, I want to talk about this idea of, when we zoom out here, I'm actually going to switch this over to a weekly chart. When we zoom out and we are buying high and selling low, I'm not sure how to more simply explain it than this has historically been a very bad idea to do on Bitcoin. And we're going to switch out to the Bitstamp chart because it goes just a little bit further back. Now, I am no genius, but whenever Bitcoin has been near the 1 week 200, I should probably say this as the 200-week moving average, it has historically been a pretty good time to buy Bitcoin. But guess what? Bitcoin was not even near this level whenever it was at any of its highs. In fact, it was very beaten down and suppressed. And so you can see from some of these circles, right after our high, we fell to the 200-week moving average, then we went to a new high, then we fell to the 2-week moving average, then we bounced really well, then went back to the 200-week moving average, and then guess what? After all this happened, we bounced off the 200-week moving average, and then we went back to a new all-time high. So is this always going to happen? The answer is no, right? But historically speaking, the idea of buying low when something's in distress, especially during the time of a depression or a recession, has been some of the best times to buy assets, not when it's at an all-time high. So I think I've just seen a lot of this idea lately of people saying it's not too late, get out while things are low. It's just a ridiculous idea that I can't quite wrap my head around. Now, maybe it's because I've been in Bitcoin and I've worked with crypto for the last 10 years or so, and so I've seen enough of this nonsense to say every single time from here to here, everyone has been wrong saying sell low. And do I think this time is any different? No, I really don't. But could I be wrong? Is there the 1% chance that I could be wrong and that this is the time to sell low? Obviously there is that chance, but again, I've heard people tell me this all the way since back here and everywhere in between from here to here. Everyone has been wrong telling me to sell low. In fact, the best decision that I could have made is to continue buying low. Yet here we have major people, and to be frank, a lot of these people are probably counter trading you. I can't tell for sure whether Jim Cramer is the one counter trading the exact news that he's giving, but historically speaking, large institutions are known for counter trading the very people that they are supposed to be helping or supporting or enabling at the end of the day. So would I trust this? Would I listen to him? Absolutely not. Nothing against him, but there's the inverse Cramer theory for a reason. And I think the idea of selling any major stream asset after the market has been beaten down for over a year and these assets are at multi-year lows, I think that these are some of the worst advice that you can give anyone. So again, I'm not trying to make this video just to throw shade, but I just can't get on board with the idea of selling something low and buying it high. It's goes against everything I believe in. Now, getting away from the drama, Ledger has just revealed their new crypto hardware wallet designed by the iPod creator Tony Fadell. And if you have not seen this, this is awesome. One of the biggest gripes of users of Ledger was saying that, hey, the security on this thing is amazing, but it's just so wacky or outdated when it comes to actually using it. But when it comes to looking at this new screen, I don't think they actually have all the pictures, but it is awesome. They have a touchscreen version of this, and it looks or I wouldn't say just like an iPhone, but it looks very similar to how like an iPhone or some sort of touchscreen device would look like. And so the user interface is going to become significantly more user-friendly, and it's going to become significantly easier to use, and hopefully this will welcome people to use cryptocurrency hardware wallets more and feel just a little bit more comfortable in doing this, because I know that I have spoken to a whole plethora of people that say, hey, it's just too far out of my comfort zone, I just don't understand it. But hopefully, if we can get it looking like the smartphones that we can use every day from an interface standpoint, then people will become increasingly more interested in using it. And so, again, I think there are different versions of this, but it's going to interact, and maybe I'll flash up some pictures on the screen right here of what this is going to look like. Now, this won't be available until 2023. I believe it comes out in Q1 or Q2 of 2023, and you can go ahead and pre-order this now, and it seems like a really cool idea. I'm on board with this. I think the easier that we make the barrier to entry in crypto, especially with secure ways to store crypto, the better that the entire industry is going to be at the end of the day. Because if there's anything that we have seen, it is that not even just centralized exchanges, centralized cryptocurrency platforms and programs and whatever exchanges even, they are the ones that have messed up this year and that have seen a lot of issues, and all the decentralized ones are doing quite fine. I mean, you look at Uniswap, they're doing fine. You look at MetaMask, they haven't had any issues. The list goes on, right? So with us being in this unique scenario for Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin is still in this, roughly 12% range that it's been in for the last 30 to 40 days or so. And ever since this, it has just been chopping back and forth between this area of resistance and support and resistance and support. And it's just been going sideways in here. So if you're doing any kind of liquidity staking where you have impermanent losses, you have been loving this zone because everything's just been so stable for the last month to month and a half or so. However, until one of these major resistance lines break, there's not too much to say on crypto. I mean, we are very much range bound inside of a new yearly low and our previous high or our previous low of support. So our previous bottom of our support range is now our current top, and then this new yearly bottom that we formed is the new low. And for the time being, we're really just chopping in between from one range or one zone to the other. And so hopefully we can see a breakout to the upside here and see crypto retest this 50-day moving average and eventually the 200-day moving average on Bitcoin. But time will ultimately tell. So let me know what all of your thoughts are on just everything that we've talked about in today's video in the comment section down below. I'm curious, are you one of the people that wants to sell cryptocurrency and get out now before it's too late? Or are you one of the people that are looking to potentially buy Bitcoin or other cryptos in the coming months as they are nearing multi-year lows, just like, let's say, the stock market is doing now. You know, are you interested in buying stocks? Are you interested in buying crypto? Maybe you're going to get a little bit of both, but let me know in the comment section down below. Again, I hope all of you did enjoy this video. Until the next one, I'll see all of you very, very soon.